Okay, today is January 31st, 2016. We're watching the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we're watching the tail end of this moisture field move through the Southern California area right now. The rain stopped at 1:47 p.m. this afternoon. Currently, it's 2:49 p.m. in the afternoon, and the sun came out at about 2:11 and was out briefly, and then it clouded over again. We've got currently the barometer is reading 29.72 inches. We've got 53 degrees for the temperature. The relative humidity is 98%, and the dew point is at 52 degrees. And we can see that this area right here, this is a low pressure area, surface low, and it is spinning counterclockwise, and we have a transmitter right on top of this. And this high pressure has been following that low as it moves onshore. So the reason this was the reason for that high pressure that was cutting off this jet stream yesterday in that video yesterday, is that they didn't want this to spin up before it got onshore and really deliver some rain. So that high pressure severely diminished the amount of rain we've gotten so far, which is only 1.3 inches. All right, now we also have a lot of strong high pressure parked right out here over the entire west coast, and that's going to block this next system. Let's go ahead and take a look at this is the western U.S. color infrared loop, and we can see that the majority of this moisture has moved through the area, and we can see the high pressure being set into place. We have some these rings identify the outflow from the high pressure, the descending air right here. We can see those moving south. Put the grid on here, we can see that. And the fact that that high pressure is followed along right on top of this low has really stopped much of the potential of that rain. We should have gotten probably twice or three times as much rain. Okay, here is the water vapor loop for the western U.S. We can see the counterclockwise rotation trying to spin here, and they've got high pressure all on top of this core, and that is going to create a lot of wind. We've got high pressure all out here. This will follow that system as it moves along. Now, once this moves out of California, this will probably rebuild into a large weather system. We've seen that time and time again. All right. And here is the jet stream flow. 300 millibar jet stream. We can see a fairly straight shot right into California, Southern California. Got some high-speed winds right in here. This white pocket is about 150 knots. And between that feature and the low pressure and the high pressure from that transmitter, we're going to have some possibly wild winds later on today. All right, here is the southwest water vapor loop. We can see that most of that moisture is moved through the area. This is Point Conception right here where the pen is. And this stuff is, these pockets of moisture have moved on through. So that is pretty much the extent of the rain for today, I would guess. All right, here is the surface pressure map. And we can see a pocket of low pressure indicated right here. And we've got a high that is stationary. That's been parked in place once again to block this low pressure. There's several lows up here spinning. That will keep most of that away from the west coast, mainly California. We'll have to see what develops. Here is the 500 millibar. We see some low pressure indicated right through here. And we've got high pressure. We got some highs and lows indicated all through here. We've got 300 millibar right here. We've got that low, area of low pressure moving in. Nice clean shot here on the jet stream, except for that high pressure that ruined our chances of saturating rains for at least a couple more days. All right, finally we have the, this is the surface analysis map. We can see that right offshore of Los Angeles here we have two lows indicated, and with a couple of troughs, and we have a gale right here. So all of this activity, particularly these little troughs indicated, is indicating significant weather. And so we will keep an eye on that. We've got the high pressure following that low, and that will generate a lot of wind. We'll just have to let things unfold, and we may do a second update later on today. All right, so that is the summary for right now, and we will do another update later on. All right.